Merry Christmas.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Rahul from the local beat, working with Mac, and I'm very thankful that Andrew's mom and uncle has actually welcomed us and give us this space to have this small Christmas get together. Okay, so Andrew is here, Andrew's mom and Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe has today morning, as per I got to know that he got up at 5 o'clock in the morning to prepare this
5:30.
place. Okay. I was giving
the most enthusiastic.
most enthusiastic. He's been very much tensed up, like what time we are coming and what we are going to do. So he wants to be ready when we are come. Everything will be there. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Please introduce each other and just keeping a safe distance. Try to be close to each other.
Okay, I'm Mac of the local beat. I'm Roy. Joe. Thank you.
I am Anupriya.
Hey guys, I'm Marat.
I'm Joan.
I'm Kevin. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I'm Andrew.
Kevin.
I'm Joe.
I'll just skip that.
Rahul on the camera.
I'll just jump right in.
Anubhav from Delhi Food Walks.
तो अभी 4-5 दिन में क्रिसमस शुरू होने वाला है। तो आपने शायद देखा होगा कि हर तरफ लाइट्स होते हैं, डेकोरेशन जब हो रहे हैं। तो हम लोग यहाँ पे आज इनके घर पे हम लोग क्रिसमस जो जैसे बनाते हैं वो सब आपको एक्सपीरियंस करने वाले हैं। पहले तो हम लोग थोड़ा अपना जो लोकल स्वीट्स होते हैं वो कैसे बनाते हैं, क्या क्या स्वीट्स होते हैं वो होगा। वाइन ज़रूर होती है। तो हम लोग के पास कुछ होममेड वाइन्स भी हैं। हम लोग क्रिसमस ट्री डेकोरेट करने वाले हैं। जो स्टार जो डालते हैं वो भी डेकोरेट करने वाले हैं। और कैरल सिंगिंग करने वाले हैं जो क्रिसमस के टाइम पे आप देखिएगा, स्पेशली गांव में लोग ग्रुप्स बना के क्रिसमस कैरल सिंगिंग करके वॉक करते हैं।
तो ये क्रिसमस एक तरह से फैमिली ओरिएंटेड फेस्टिवल है या फिर लोग दूसरे घर पे भी जाते हैं?
एक्चुअली दैट्स अ इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट, क्योंकि आप फैमिली इवेंट तो होता ही है, बट इट इज़ लाइक जो गणेश चतुर्थी होती है उसी तरह क्रिसमस भी कम्युनिटी इवेंट होता है। और आप 10-15-20 साल पहले क्या होता था कि समझो मेरे घर पे पर्टिकुलर डिश आइटम नहीं है तो फिर हम लोग बोलते थे कि अच्छा आज इनके घर पे करेंगे, बाकी सब नेबर्स जो हैं उनके घर पे जाके खाना बनाते थे। वो और कुछ आइटम बनाना है तो उनके दूसरे के घर पे जाके वो आइटम बनाते थे। तो वो एकदम कम्युनिटी टाइप का होता है। कैरल सिंगिंग जो होता है तो यहाँ के जो लोकल पैरिश जो होती है, चर्च के जो पैरिश होता है वो सब ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं, यूथ को इकट्ठा करके सेलिब्रेशन करते हैं। और कम्युनिटी जो क्रिब होता है जो दैट डिपिक्ट्स द नेटिविटी सीन, वो सब मिला के करते हैं।
और आपके लिए क्या एक मतलब कुछ कोई मेमोरीज हैं बचपन की क्रिसमस की जो आप शेयर करना चाहते हैं?
हाँ, तो एक तो चीज़ ज़रूर है कि हम लोग सूट वूट पहन के मिडनाइट मास पे जाते थे। और क्योंकि क्रिसमस त्यौहार है तो फिर हम लोग को परमिशन होता था कि आप पूरा नाइट बाहर बिता सकते हो, डांस के लिए जा सकते हो, क्रिसमस बॉल जो होता है। तो हाँ, तो वो तो सब हम लोग अभी भी करते हैं, बट वो तो हम लोग का पहला मौका था जब हम लोग रात के टाइम में पूरा मौज बना सकते थे।
It is one of the sweets that we normally make for Christmas. Here I have taken coconut. I have ground the coconut into a paste. I have grated the coconut and ground it into a paste using ginger. Okay, I've taken the ginger and I've taken jaggery. Now you take a heavy bottom vessel and keep it on the fire. Cut the jaggery into fine bits. and put it in that vessel and keep on stirring it till it melts. You can add a little water if you want. Once the jaggery is melted and then you see bubbles coming in, then you add the coconut paste with the ginger into the vessel and keep on stirring it till it's nice and dry. So this is what it is. Okay. Now this is rice flour. I have taken rice, washed it, dried it and ground it into a fine powder. This is the jaggery, which is also called madache god, and this is coconut jaggery, as you can all see. So now we will take this powder, the rice flour, and we'll add it little by little into this paste.
This is so soft.
Yes. If you don't want to use ginger, you can use cinnamon, but don't grind the cinnamon along with the coconut. The cinnamon will be added, the cinnamon powder will be added only after everything is done.
What if the coconut jaggery is not available?
You can use the other one, the sugar cane. Sugar cane. But the color will be a little light brown.
Light brown, yeah.
Yeah, this will get dark.
The white rice, no?
No, this is Jyoti rice.
Oh, okay.
Rice? No,
Not surai,
rice, it's a
ukde,
brown
Jyoti
rice.
rice. Brown rice. Very light. Taste it.
That I'm good at.
Taste it. How's it?
The taste of ginger. Wow.
The story of Christmas is something that started almost 2000 years back, and it was in the land of Israel, which Israel and that area was under the Roman rule. I think the emperor was Augustus, and they had a local ruler called Herod, who was a Jewish king, who was a tyrant. And the people were always waiting for some savior, some kind of a hope to come along and free them, from the Roman rule. So this was the whole situation there in that time. One day, there was a young girl called Mary, and she had like a vision in a room, an apparition in a room, a white light, shining light, and it was an angel, the angel Gabriel. And the angel Gabriel told her not to be afraid, and he said, "Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb." So he informed her that she was going to give birth to a child, and that child would be no ordinary child, but he would be a divine child. So she was a bit afraid. She was like, "I do not know any man," she says, and how, she said, so Angel Gabriel tells her, "The Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the child will be a divine child. You will call him Emmanuel, which means God is with us." So she says, "Okay, let God's will be done." She was to get married to a man called Joseph. Now when Joseph got the news about this, that Mary was expecting, he was very troubled. So he decided that maybe he can try and take care of Mary in a quiet way without putting her to disgrace or anything. But one day in her dream, the angel Gabriel appeared to him and said, "Joseph, don't worry, you have to be a guardian to Mary and to Jesus, the young baby Jesus, and this is the will of God." So Joseph agrees. Now, at that time, they were living in a town known as Nazareth. The Roman emperor decided to have a census. You know how you have census nowadays, you record your number of citizens. So they had to travel from Nazareth to this village of Bethlehem. Bethlehem is the original town of David. David was an old Israel king from the Old Testament, ancient Israelite king from the Old Testament. And Joseph took his wife Mary to Bethlehem to register their names as citizens. It was at that time when Mary went into labor, and they tried to find a place for her, a small inn, a small home, but nobody would let them in at that time. So finally he found a stable, and he found a manger. A manger is from where animals feed from. So he got straw and he put it into the manger, and that's where Jesus was born, in a manger. That's why till today we make a crib in that memory, which is like a small stable with animals around and a hay manger with Jesus and born in it. Now, what happened was, when this happened, before Jesus was born, there was a bright star in the sky. There were 3 wise men or 3 kings who were watching the stars in the sky. They were men of knowledge, and they said, this is a very rare phenomenon, something great is happening, we need to follow this star. They followed the star all the way to Bethlehem, and they found it above this place where Jesus was born. Now, before they went to the crib, since they were in Judea, in that place, they went to Herod. I told you he was a king, the tyrant. And they said, you know, there's a king going to be born in your place. So Herod was frightened. A king being born in my place, I am the king here. But he had his own plan. So he said, you know what, why don't you go and find this child and come back and tell me, so I can go and pay homage to him as well. So the wise men left Herod and they went and found the baby Jesus. When they found him, they indeed realized they were before a very divine child. So they had carried gifts with them, frankincense, gold and myrrh, and they presented it to Jesus. When they presented it to Jesus, that night when they were sleeping, an angel appeared to them and told them that flee from here, do not go back to Herod, do not tell him where Jesus is born. So they fled from the place. When Herod came to know about this, he was furious that the wise men didn't come back to him and tell him where Jesus was born. So he ordered his soldiers to kill every infant in Bethlehem. And the soldiers came and they slaughtered every infant in the Bethlehem. Before this, the angel appeared to Joseph in a dream and told him, take Mary and flee to Egypt, because Herod is coming after every newborn child here. So before the soldiers came, Joseph took Mary and the baby Jesus and fled to Egypt. And in the meanwhile, the 3 kings fled to their native places, to their own places. So the significance of all this is that the end of Christmas now is January 6th for us. That's where we conclude our celebrations. The January 6th is the feast of the 3 kings, and in Goa we have 3 churches in Goa dedicated to the 3 kings. One is in Shandor in the south, there's another one in Kansauli, and the third one is here nearby in Res Magos, Vere,
Which means 3 kings, right? Resh Magos.
Yeah, 3 kings. Res Magos means 3 kings. I mean, Res Magos is the king and the Magi, you know, it's that way. So, Royal Magi, Res Magos, yeah. So, we have three churches in Goa, 3 places in Goa dedicated to the 3 kings, where you have a grand feast on January 6th, and that's where we also take down our Christmas decorations from our place, and we conclude Christmas on that day.
Strike the harp and join the chorus. La 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 la. Follow me in merry measures. La 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 la. While I tell of you thy treasure. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Go Christmas caroling house to house around the village. So they have come to our place now. And they go to the next place.
Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let them their songs employ. Like fields and suns, rocks, hills and plains. Repeat the sound of joy. Repeat the sound of joy. Repeat the sound of joy.
these are two wines. You made this wine?
This wine is made by my sister. Yeah.
What
Bimli
wine
wine.
is this?
This is Bimli wine. I have got Bimlis on the tree. I'll show you the real Bimli.
You know what Bimli
We
is?
had the pickles.
Yeah, you make the
Yes,
pickle.
I'll show you this one. Now Bimli wine and this is guava. And all these wines are made from fresh fruits. So these
No.
wines are taken, the juice is taken and it is fermented in ceramic jars for many days. Now
So
my sister made it and gave it to me, and I said since we are having a gathering here, I will
a little
present it.
Bimli wine for you to taste.
Taste.
Thank you.
Taste.
What about you?
Okay.
This one is guava wine.
This is guava wine. Caju feni wine, caju fruit wine, and what is the other one?
Wow. Very strong.
Strong. But it's only fruits, huh?
Ah.
And yeast is also.
This is chicken and this is veg.
Chicken, what chicken?
Shakuti.
Sakuti.
Sorry, shakuti.
Chicken sakuti, idli and
Not
pav.
idli, this is sanna, but it's,
Sanna.
but it's
Is
a
it?
form of shape of a idli.
Do you also make?
Yes, chicken sakuti, sanna, and we have
Gorgeous.
koi.
As they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day.
We have like
You want to have a
shakuti, there are different level of shakuti. Like if you see each and every village, you will find a different shakuti taste.
सबसे पहले difference, the shakuti is cooked by the Hindus and by us Christians. Second thing, the shakuti cooked in North Goa and in South Goa. That's again a difference. Because North Goa में जो मिर्ची मिलता है, उसका टेस्ट अलग होता है, और साउथ गोवा का मिर्ची जो है, उसका टेस्ट अलग है. मिर्ची और पानी का फर्क होता है, उसमें टेस्ट का difference होता है. हमरा in Christianity, when we say shakuti, in this thing we have to have pieces of coconuts, which will go along with the meat, should go crunch in your teeth. Then we say it's an original shakuti. And shakuti is one delicacy, a Goan delicacy. I will talk about Christian cuisine. हमारा Christian cuisine जो है, जितना हम लोग खाना पकाते हैं, वो परसों हमारा त्योहार है, वो घर में फंक्शन, तो आज हम लोग बना के रखेगा और उसका 2 दिन उबालने के बाद वो मैच्योर होता है. मगर शाकुती एक डेलिकेसी है, वो काल के लिए नहीं बचता है.
फ्रेश बनाते हैं.
इसको फ्रेश बनाना है, फ्रेश
खाना है.
और काल के लिए नहीं बचता है वो. इसको जब हो गया निकाल के फ्रीज में रख, otherwise it will get spoiled. And the reason is because it has couscous in it. Couscous is a seed which helps in fermentation.
बाकी डिशेज होता है आपका सोरपोटेल, विंडालू, उसमें विनेगर होता है,
विनेगर होता
तो वो प्रिजर्वेटिव का काम करता है.
है, प्रिजर्वेटिव का काम भी करता है, और दूसरा जितना 2 दिन का खाना जो होता है उसमें विनेगर होता है, तो उबाल के वो विनेगर मैच्योर होता है, उसमें टेस्ट चेंज होता है.
A Merry Christmas Day. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas.
Thank you everyone. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Nice hosting you too.
Thank you.
Christmas, dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas Day.
This is a sweet made out of grams.
ये मुझे देख.
कौन आया उनको देख रहा था.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prosperones. Felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prosperones. Felicidad.
काय रे बेगिन स्माइल फेड झाली और शाकुती का रेसिपी मैं फ्री में नहीं दूंगा मेरा बाजू में एक बावर्ची है और सुन रहे हैं
अच्छा विवा गोवा cheers